Gear Xrd.
I'm Spencer.
Woo!
And this is The Itch.
Review for Guilty Gear Xrd. For those of you that don't know, that means third. Ha 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 ha. You didn't know that, did you?
I thought it meant 10.
Oh, god damn it.
I honestly thought it meant 10. And they're just being funny.
No, it's the X. Okay, so Guilty Gear X, right? Then there's Guilty Gear X2. Then Guilty Gear Xrd as in third.
Doesn't X mean 10?
Guilty Gear 30th. Review.
30th anniversary.
Alright, so, just give a little bit of insight. Can I get the, experience one up? I guess I don't have it up. My experience with Guilty Gear is, pretty big, actually. I first started playing Guilty Gear X2 back when it was on PS2. I did not play the first Guilty Gear X, Midnight Carnival, I believe. I didn't play that one. I jumped straight to X2, played Isuka, played Accident Core, did not play Overture, which is a blessing in disguise. For those of you that don't know, Guilty Gear Overture, or Guilty Gear 2 Overture was like Dynasty Warriors, pretty much. So
Interesting.
It completely changed from its 2D fighting. Like, weird, right? What? Anyway, takes place after Guilty Gear Xrd. Takes place after Guilty Gear 2. Guilty Gear X2, Overture, whatever you want to call it. Overture. It follows the, or it starts off with this girl named, I can't think it's her name.
Ramlethal Valentine.
Ramlethal. Thrall, whatever. Valentine, who pretty much says, hey, I'm gonna kill everybody in the world, and everyone takes her seriously due to previous events, and they're like, oh shit, what the fuck, what are we gonna do, right? So obviously all the characters are essentially called back to action in a sense of a catalyst, right? Like this single event means so much to so many people and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I have played the game for more than 10 hours. My hands still fucking hurt. I unfortunately had to play on pad, didn't play on stick. I usually play on stick. I don't have an estimated percentage complete because it kind of doesn't matter. Experience with the franchise, I've already told you this. Next slide, please, sir. Gameplay, alright, so this is what the most important thing. A lot of people care about this. Does Guilty Gear stack up? Does it hold up to what everyone knows and loves? Actually, yes. I would say surprisingly. ArcSys, actually, or Arc System Works, whatever you want to call them, decided to go, hey, fuck it. Let's take the shit back a second. The big thing right now is accessibility. Companies have come to recognize that not everyone's going to immediately be good at fighting games, you know. So, you know, Street Fighter 4 has their easy inputs. Well, I don't know about Game Fighters. Tekken and Dead or Alive have definitely taken a step in the right direction to be a little bit more accessible to people. Guilty Gear is no exception. They added a tutorial mode and stuff like that to kind of teach you the basics and make it like fun and interesting and stuff like that too. It is kind of funny, I won't lie. But for the most part, it plays like an anime style fighter. So you're looking at Blaze Blue, also made by ArcSys, or Persona 4 Arena. It plays, there's like a super jump mechanic, not like crazy super jump, not Marvel super jump, but there's a jump mechanic, air dashes, air blocking, stuff like that. Moves that cancel the animations of said moves. This might fall on deaf ears, just let me get it out. Things like that. It's fast paced. So equate it to Battlefield versus Unreal Tournament. That is Street Fighter and Guilty Gear, sort of. More or less. More faster, requires it's more about combos and stuff like that. Does it do anything differently? It's not like Marvel versus Capcom 3, and some people might actually like that. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, your emphasis is on doing like 30-hit combos and stuff like that, and finishing off with a special like super move or whatever. Not necessarily the case with Guilty Gear. A lot of what Guilty Gear is about is it's like a mixture of Marvel and Street Fighter, and it's fast, but it's not like super frantic, and there's a clear level of skill that is required for it. Netcode is probably the biggest thing that I'm indifferent to. When I was playing with my brother, watching him play online and getting some in myself, it's really hard to get an idea on whether or not the netcode is amazing. You'll have like 100 really good matches and 100 like matches. Like it really can't be helped. It ran smooth for the most part. It comes with a frame delay indicated that no game, to my knowledge, has done that. Like it'll tell you, hey, there's a 5-frame delay, and that's 4 frames is relatively average, I believe. 4 or 5 on online, you can usually deal with it. But any more, your mind starts to get like fucked up or whatever. So it's nice to see that. And the lobbies are fucking huge. I love that about this game. There's 64-man lobbies, man. What the fuck? Like, holy shit. When you get in these lobbies, like there's like the way it's set up is there's like the little 4 things on the side, right? And they're actual arcade machines. So you can pick up and get on the side.
That's cool.
And someone else can get next in your tiny lobby, right? And they can watch at the same time. And then there's 3 other slots like that where 2 people can get together and fight. And then you have a smaller room where people can get in. Then you have your main little chat room area. It's fucking crazy. I was like, wow, this is awesome. I love this. I believe it was in Blaze Blue, if I remember correctly. But I didn't really get to see that too much. I did play Blaze Blue, CT, and Continuum Shift. But I don't know. This is new to me, and I was just like amazed. It does have offline modes, as story mode, Medal for Millionaire, and story mode. I said that, and challenge mode, which is too intense. Visually, it departs from its old ways in which that it used to be 2D sprites, right?
Okay.
They upgraded it to full 3D sprites, or not sprites, full 3D character models, but they use the animations of the sprites. So it looks like they're still the same sprites, but it is full 3D. And you know that every time you win a fight, everything 360s when you win. It's like, whoa, look, you're playing 3D. But you can also see it in the way the characters move and stuff. When they do like they're able to do more cinematic specials. So like one character might have a special where they grab someone out of midair and like do a body breaker. It shows that shit. It shows them pick him up, and then the character's like, oh my god, getting ready to get crushed and shit like that. Or Faust when he freaking up your booty hole, and yeah, he does that shit.
2 in the pink.
Yeah, 2 in the. No, actually, just straight up the ass. So it's pretty violent.
All the fingers.
For the most part, it is 60 frames. What I found weird though was they had special features on it to make it look more appealing, but it lowers the frame count. No one that plays fighting games for like sport or anything like that wants a game that is less than 60 frames. But it's interesting. I don't know if it's good or bad that they added that in there. Music-wise, holy shit. If you don't know about Guilty Gear, for anything else, you know about for its music.
That's actually the only thing I know about Guilty Gear is they play metal all the time.
Daisuke Ishiwatari. Yeah. It's fucking used to be the Voice of the Soul bad guy, composer. Guy's amazing. Love him. Freaking, this dude has so many different like guitar songs and stuff like that. And it's really hard to compete with his fame of Guilty Gear X2 because there were a lot of memorable songs. Everyone knew those fucking songs. Everyone knew, hey, this was this guy's theme. This was this chick's theme. This, that, and the third. But it's cool because some of the songs really, really, like they're throwbacks. Like they have Holy Orders, which is Kai Kisuke's song, one of the main characters. When his bandana or when his hair tie comes out or whatever. So it's an ode to him. And Soul Bad Guy, another one of the main characters, when he goes into his little dragon install, like I'll show you one of these times, he turns like red and he's like just covered in just awesomeness. And the music just like, it starts with this like huge ass vocal, like, rah! And then like just hard like rock, and you're just like, damn, I want to kill things. Like it's so cool. The music definitely fits. I love it actually. I mean, I play the game with headphones on when the demo's out for the PlayStation 4. Loved it. Sound wise, you get your sounds that are like obviously your voice acting from your characters, and their signature moves. You get weapons clashing, burst, which is your defense move where you knock people off of you, specials, things like that. A lot of that stuff sounds the same for the most part, but you can tell the quality is actually higher now. They took a little bit more time trying to come together with it. Some people argue that musically that some of the music doesn't sound as crisp as it used to be, but to each their own. I will say I could not stand the voice acting in English.
Dude, that's what I was talking to a buddy at work, and he told me that was like with the series. That was how the series was the voice acting is outrageous.
On English, it's fucking terrible. in Japanese, that's what most people are used to. Not all the voice actors return. For instance, Soul Bad Guy is done through a different voice actor. Sucks. But, Kai Kisuke, I believe, is the same one. Axel Lowe, I want to say, is the same one. Here and there, I think is the same. I could be wrong about these. But
what's a weebo?
Weeaboo.
Weeaboo.
Weeaboo is like Japanese, and no offense if you are, I'm just not. They prefer Japanese culture over American.
Gotcha.
I just don't like the English voice acting because it sounds weird. Gunflame. I'm like, no. Go back to Japanese. I like it better when I can't really understand everything he says, especially in some cases like Bedman. Bedman talks a lot, right? Like that's his thing. So when you fight him and when you kill him, he says a lot of shit. If he says it in English, it sounds stupid. If he says it in Japanese, the dude's crazy. He's just rambling. He's just, you're like, damn, fuck, But regardless, it is what it is. I would recommend changing. Okay, so turn-ons and turn-offs. Turn-ons, it's very well crafted. It's very good, actually. It's just fun, nice, solid game to play.
The balance?
It's too early to tell if it's unbalanced. As far as the arcade version might have been a little bit different from the actual console release of it, and furthermore, it hasn't been out. The DLC characters definitely have not been out long enough for people to be like, oh hey, these characters bounce, these characters aren't. For the most part, Arc System Works usually makes relatively balanced games. They're depends on what you say about relatively balanced, but it's okay. It's not overpowered. No characters from the get-go overpowered. They all require work. Amazing soundtrack. Back to basics design. I love that. Just being able to be like, oh, hey, you remember this? All right, well, you can do it again. You remember that one crazy thing you could do? You can't. 64-man lobbies, and it's a bigger story. Obviously, people want to know more about what happens with Guilty Gear, so that is very important. Turn-offs. Multiplayer netcode. Could be worse as the game goes on and garners more popularity. Some people might be like, oh, hey, fucking, I can't get into a 64-man lobby and play a decent match. Story is definitely hard for newcomers. If you have not played Guilty Gear, you're going to fucking rip your hair out. Or if you don't have a general idea on what's going on with Guilty Gear. There's a lot of different aspects. There's a lot of alternate timelines, whatever. And, I found this out recently. Some people just don't like the anime design. Which, to each their own, but don't play it for an anime fighter. Play it for, just a fighting game in general. When it is satisfying. Yeah. Would we recommend it? It was late when I was writing this.
Mofugga?
Yeah.
That either sounds like what I think it is, or it sounds like a Final Fantasy spell.
That's like Barrett talking, right?
Mofugga.
Well, mofugga, you like fighting games? Buy this. That's actually what I wrote. If you like fighting games, buy this. If you're not a fan of anime stylations, I would still say give it a shot because it's still a good game. It's solid.
Just look past the anime part.
Look past the anime
if it's
part.
a turn on.
Some characters are a little more eccentric looking. Who cares? That might be the character you end up playing. There's a vampire that fucks with you the entire game. He knows you can't beat him. So when he loses, he's just bored. He gets bored with you. He's just when you knock him out, he's like, whatever. He's in the background, just who fucking cares? Coolest character. That's my main. If you're not into anime fighters, the genre, not the actual, anime fighters is more the super jump ability, maybe crazy rules that come with the fighting game. Maybe it's not your slice of cake. And if you're looking for a game to just pick up and kind of button mash and maybe have a simple mode, this isn't your game.
So my fighting game would be Smash Bros.
Your fighting game would be Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with simple mode on.
Gotcha.
So one button does a special. And that's really insulting, and I didn't actually mean that. But I just want to point out, if you're just looking for a nice pick-me-up, yeah, maybe Smash Bros. Is something more up your alley. Whatever. But that is our take. We hope you enjoyed. I'm Justin.
I'm Spencer.
And Sir Eric.
Huh?
Is gonna, cut it.